Welcome back to the deep dive where we cut through the noise and, really get to the heart of some of these complex topics.
Yeah.
Today, we are diving headfirst into the world of crypto
All right.
with a question that almost sounds like it's ripped straight out of science fiction. Could Bitcoin soon be an official reserve asset for a U.S. state?
Wow.
Spoiler alert, one state is surprisingly close.
Okay.
And as always, if you find this deep dive fascinating, be sure to subscribe to the CoinTalk Podcast YouTube channel, like the video, leave a comment, and share it with your friends.
Great advice.
So it's definitely a question that's generating a lot of buzz lately, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
We are seeing a potential seismic shift in how governments are thinking about cryptocurrency.
Okay, so let's unpack this a little bit.
Sure.
What exactly is going on?
The Utah State Senate is seriously considering a bill,
Okay.
officially known as House Bill 230, that would allow the state treasurer to hold Bitcoin as a reserve asset.
Okay.
And this isn't just some, fringe idea.
Right.
It's already cleared the House and a key Senate committee.
Wow, so it's really close to becoming law.
It really is. All that's left is a full Senate vote and the governor's signature.
Wow.
We could be looking at weeks, not months, before Utah makes history.
That's incredible.
It is.
But for those of us maybe who haven't spent hours down the crypto rabbit hole,
Yeah.
what does it even mean for something to be a reserve asset?
Traditionally, governments hold assets like gold foreign currencies or bonds that are considered stable and reliable stores of value.
Okay.
These assets act as a safety net, providing liquidity in times of crisis or helping to manage a country's financial stability.
So they're like a financial safety net for the government.
Precisely. And what's so fascinating about this Utah bill is that it proposes adding Bitcoin, a digital asset known for its volatility, to that mix.
It seems counterintuitive, right?
Yeah.
Governments tend to be risk averse, and Bitcoin has a reputation for being, shall we say, a bit of a roller coaster ride.
That's where the debate gets really interesting.
Yeah.
Critics argue that Bitcoin's price swings make it unsuitable as a reserve asset. They worry about potential losses if the market takes a downturn.
That's a valid concern,
Yeah,
but I imagine there must be some compelling arguments on the other side.
there are.
Right.
Yes.
So otherwise, why would this bill be gaining so much traction?
Proponents of the bill highlight a few key points.
Okay.
First, they see Bitcoin as a potential hedge against inflation.
Okay.
When the value of the dollar declines, Bitcoin has historically tended to rise,
Okay.
at least in the long term.
So it's like a digital gold rush,
Yeah.
with investors looking for an alternative to traditional currencies.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
If you're already a crypto enthusiast, or even if you're just curious, make sure you're subscribed to the CoinTalk Podcast YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We cover all these developments and more, bringing you in-depth analysis and expert opinions from the world of crypto.
It's important to remember that this bill isn't just about Bitcoin. It actually allows for investing in a range of qualifying digital assets,
Okay.
which could include other high-cap cryptocurrencies and even stablecoins.
Speaking of stablecoins, for those of our viewers who are just dipping their toes into the crypto world,
Right.
could you explain what those are?
Essentially, stablecoins are cryptocurrencies that aim to maintain a stable value by pegging themselves to another asset,
Okay.
like the US dollar.
Okay.
They offer the benefits of blockchain technology, like fast and efficient transactions, without the wild price fluctuations of traditional cryptocurrencies.
So it's like a bridge between the traditional financial world and the crypto world.
Exactly. And this bill also opens the door to something called crypto staking,
Okay.
which allows the state to generate passive income on their digital assets.
Oh, wow.
It's like earning interest on your savings, but in the crypto realm.
Okay, so Utah is potentially on the verge of making history by officially embracing crypto.
Yeah.
But are they alone in this?
No.
Are other states considering similar moves?
They're definitely not alone. In fact, Utah is just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, wow.
Over 20 U.S. states are currently considering similar legislation.
Wow, that's almost half the country.
It is.
If you're looking for the latest news and analysis on all things crypto, be sure to subscribe to the CoinTalk Podcast YouTube channel.
Yes.
We break down the most important developments, helping you navigate this exciting and rapidly evolving landscape.
That's right. Utah just seems to be the furthest along in the process.
Okay.
Dennis Porter, founder of the Satoshi Act Fund, a pro-Bitcoin advocacy group, has even said that he believes Utah has the best chance of passing such a bill first.
Interested what makes Utah stand out, in his opinion.
Couple of things.
Okay.
Utah has a very streamlined legislative process,
Okay.
with all their work condensed into a tight 45-day calendar.
Wow.
They're known for moving quickly, and there seems to be a strong political will behind this.
So it sounds like a combination of efficient governance and a genuine openness to innovation.
Exactly, and that combination could make Utah the trailblazer, the first domino to fall in what could become a nationwide movement.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's fascinating to think that Utah could be on the cusp of a major paradigm shift, not just for the state itself, but for the entire financial landscape.
It's a possibility that's worth exploring, but before we get too caught up in the excitement,
Right.
it's important to understand why this is happening now.
Yeah.
Why are Utah and other states suddenly so interested in crypto?
That's a great question. It seems like just yesterday, Bitcoin was this mysterious fringe thing that only tech enthusiasts talked about. Now it's being discussed in government buildings.
Yeah.
What's changed?
It's a convergence of several factors. One is the growing mainstream acceptance of cryptocurrencies.
Okay.
Bitcoin in particular has gained significant legitimacy in recent years.
Yeah, you see it everywhere now. Major companies are accepting Bitcoin, and even institutional investors are starting to dip their toes into the crypto pool. For those of you who are following this trend closely, make sure you're subscribed to the CoinTalk Podcast YouTube channel. We have a ton of great content that dives deep into all aspects of crypto, from the basics to the latest developments.
Absolutely. Another factor driving this interest is the issue of inflation, which has been a global concern lately.
Yeah.
People are looking for ways to protect their wealth, and some see Bitcoin as a potential hedge against a declining dollar.
It's like a digital gold rush, with investors seeking a safe haven in a world of economic uncertainty.
That's a compelling analogy, and it's worth noting that Utah in particular has a burgeoning Bitcoin mining industry. They have access to cheap renewable energy, which is crucial for mining operations.
So they're not just looking to invest in crypto, they're actively creating an environment that's conducive to the crypto ecosystem.
Precisely, and that's a point often overlooked in the debate. This isn't just about holding Bitcoin as a reserve asset.
Right.
It's about fostering innovation and attracting investment in a growing industry.
It's a forward-thinking approach, and if Utah succeeds, it could create a domino effect, encouraging other states, and perhaps even the federal government, to take a closer look at crypto.
It's certainly a possibility, but let's not forget that there are also valid concerns and potential risks associated with this move.
Right, not everyone is on board with this idea. What are some of the arguments against Utah's crypto bill?
One major concern is the volatility of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Critics argue that the price swings could lead to significant losses for the state, especially if they invest a substantial amount of their reserves.
Yeah, those price fluctuations can be pretty wild. It's not exactly the kind of stability you typically look for in a reserve asset.
Exactly. And another concern is the security of these digital assets. Holding large amounts of Bitcoin requires robust security measures to prevent theft or hacking, which can be a complex and costly endeavor.
It's a valid point. We've seen how vulnerable even major crypto exchanges can be to cyber attacks. So ensuring the security of state-held Bitcoin would be paramount.
Absolutely. And then there's the issue of public perception. Some people are still wary of cryptocurrency, seeing it as too risky or even shady.
That's understandable. It's still a relatively new and evolving technology, and there have been some high-profile scams and scandals that have tainted the reputation of crypto in some circles.
Right. So while there's a lot of excitement around the potential of crypto, there's also a healthy dose of skepticism.
It's a complex issue with valid arguments on both sides, and that's what makes this so fascinating.
It's a true paradigm shift, and it's playing out right before our eyes.
And if you want to stay ahead of the curve and understand the implications of this shift, make sure you're subscribed to the CoinTalk Podcast YouTube channel. We bring you the latest news analysis and expert insights from the world of crypto, helping you navigate this exciting and rapidly evolving landscape.
It's a wild ride, and it's only just beginning.
Speaking of wild rides, let's shift gears for a moment and talk about another intriguing trend in the crypto world, the rise of decentralized finance, or DeFi.
DeFi, where innovation meets disruption. It's a space that's pushing the boundaries of what's possible with blockchain technology.
It sounds intriguing, but before we dive into the DeFi rabbit hole, we'll pick up right here in part 3 of this deep dive. Welcome back to the deep dive. Before the break, we were starting to talk about decentralized finance, or DeFi for short.
Yeah, it's a fascinating area of the crypto world that's gaining a lot of attention even outside of the crypto community.
Okay, so for those of us who are hearing this for the first time, break it down for us. What exactly is DeFi?
Imagine a world where you don't need banks or traditional financial institutions to access financial services. That's the promise of DeFi.
Okay.
It leverages blockchain technology to create a decentralized financial system
Okay.
that is open, transparent, and accessible to anyone with an internet connection.
So it's like cutting out the middleman and putting the power back in the hands of the people.
It is.
I bet the folks over at the CoinTalk Podcast YouTube channel would love this. If you're into crypto and haven't checked out our channel yet, you're missing out.
Yeah.
We're all about empowering people with knowledge and insights about the world of crypto. That DeFi is definitely a hot topic right now.
For sure, it's definitely disrupting the status quo with DeFi. You can lend, borrow, trade, and invest without relying on traditional intermediaries.
Wow.
And it's all done using smart contracts, which are self-executing agreements written in code.
Smart contracts. That sounds pretty futuristic. How does that even work?
It's actually quite simple. Smart contracts automate the terms of an agreement, eliminating the need for paperwork lawyers and all the complexities that come with traditional financial transactions.
Right.
For example, let's say you want to lend some cryptocurrency to someone with a smart contract. You can set the terms of the loan, including the interest rate and the repayment schedule, all in code. The contract will automatically execute those terms without the need for any third-party involvement.
That's incredible. It sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie, but what are the real-world implications of this? How could DeFi potentially change things?
The potential impact of DeFi is huge. It could make financial services more accessible and affordable for people around the world, especially those who are currently excluded from the traditional financial system. Imagine someone in a developing country being able to access loans or investment opportunities that were previously unavailable to them. DeFi could empower individuals and communities in ways we haven't even begun to imagine.
That's a powerful thought.
Yeah.
It's like DeFi is leveling the playing field and giving everyone a chance to participate in the global economy.
Exactly, and it's not just about individuals. DeFi could also revolutionize the way businesses operate, from supply chain management to international trade.
It sounds like DeFi is a game changer. But like anything new and innovative, there must be challenges and risks involved, right?
Absolutely. One of the biggest challenges facing DeFi is regulations. Governments around the world are still trying to figure out how to regulate this rapidly evolving space.
Yeah, it's a bit of a wild west out there right now, and we've seen how quickly things can change in the crypto world.
Right. Another concern is the complexity of DeFi. It can be difficult for everyday people to understand how it all works, which makes them more susceptible to scams or making costly mistakes.
That's why it's so important to have resources like the CoinTalk Podcast YouTube channel, where people can learn about DeFi in a clear and understandable way.
For sure.
We break down complex concepts and help our viewers make informed decisions about their crypto investments.
Education is key as DeFi continues to evolve. It's crucial that people have access to reliable information and guidance.
Well, this has been an incredible deep dive into the world of crypto, from the potential of Bitcoin as a reserve asset to the rise of decentralized finance.
It really has. It's a space that's constantly evolving and innovating. Who knows what the future holds, but it's certainly an exciting time to be following these developments.
Absolutely, and that's what the deep dive is all about, exploring the cutting edge and helping you make sense of this complex world around us.
So to our listeners, we encourage you to keep exploring, keep learning, and keep asking questions. The world of crypto is full of possibilities, and the more you understand it, the better equipped you'll be to navigate this exciting landscape.
And if you're looking for a trusted source of information and analysis on all things crypto, be sure to check out the CoinTalk Podcast YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We're constantly updating our content with the latest news, insights, and educational resources, so hit that subscribe button, like the video, and share it with your friends. Let's dive deep into the future of finance together.